He was just a beggar she ignored on the streets. She refused him even a crumb. But years later, when he pulled up to her mansion in a private jet, the look in his eyes wasn't just success, it was revenge. What happened between those two moments will shock you. If you want to hear the full story, hit like, subscribe, and share, because this one's got twists you won't believe. This story begins in the heart of bustling New York City, in a neighborhood where the wealthy walk hurriedly past those less fortunate, eyes fixed on their phones and their plans. Among them was Evelyn Harper, a woman in her early 40s known for her high-powered career in finance. She lived in a penthouse with a view that stretched for miles, a life filled with luxury, but little patience for the people who asked for help. On a cold autumn afternoon, Evelyn was rushing out of her favorite cafe when a man appeared, a beggar, ragged and gaunt, clutching a cardboard sign that read simply, "Hungry, please help." He looked tired, beaten down by life, but there was a quiet dignity in his eyes. Evelyn hesitated only a moment, then turned away. She had somewhere to be. "No," she said quietly but firmly, and with that she walked on. The man, named Marcus, didn't speak another word, just watched her leave. But what Evelyn didn't know was that Marcus had once been a rising star, someone who could have walked in her circles, until life knocked him down hard. Years passed. Evelyn's career soared, but so did her coldness to the world outside her bubble. Meanwhile, Marcus worked tirelessly to rebuild, scrapping and fighting to reclaim a life stolen by fate. Then, one crisp winter evening, just as Evelyn was hosting an exclusive gala in her mansion, the sound of an engine filled the sky. Outside, a sleek private jet landed on her neighbor's airstrip, one she barely knew existed. Out stepped Marcus, dressed impeccably, confident, and carrying an aura of calm power. The same man she refused to help was now a millionaire entrepreneur, self-made and unstoppable. Marcus didn't rush to forgive Evelyn. Instead, he arrived with an offer she couldn't refuse, an opportunity to invest in a project that could change everything for her. But there was an unspoken question hanging between them. Was this a chance for genuine reconciliation? Or the beginning of a carefully planned revenge? What happened next? Did Evelyn accept Marcus's offer? Did she realize what he was really after? And what secrets did Marcus hold about the day she turned away from him? Evelyn sat across from Marcus in her lavish living room, the glow of the fireplace casting long shadows. His offer sounded too good to be true, a chance to invest in a revolutionary tech startup that promised huge returns. But Evelyn wasn't naive. She saw past the charm. Why come back now? After all these years? She asked, her voice steady but cautious. Marcus leaned forward, his eyes locked on hers. Because I never forgot that day. When you turned your back on me, I lost more than food. I lost hope. Now, I'm here to see if you can face what you ignored. She swallowed hard. The weight of those words hit deeper than she expected. Then Marcus pulled out a folder. Inside were photos, Evelyn's cafe, but also of a homeless shelter where Marcus had been volunteering, a place Evelyn had funded anonymously years ago. I wasn't always like this, Marcus said quietly. Your money helped me even when you didn't know it. I wanted to test you, see if you truly cared beneath the surface. Evelyn's heart raced. Had she been unknowingly part of his comeback? Just as Evelyn began to soften, her phone buzzed. It was a news alert. Financial scandal hits Harper Enterprises, insider trading allegations. Marcus's expression hardened. And this is why I came back. I know what's been going on behind the scenes at your company. I can help, but only if you're willing to change. Suddenly, this was no longer about money or revenge. It was about trust, redemption, and survival. Will Evelyn accept Marcus's help and confront the dark secrets threatening her empire? Or will their past betrayals destroy them both? Evelyn sat back, her mind racing. The wall she had built over years of success suddenly felt like a prison. Marcus's words hit harder than any financial blow. How deep did this scandal run? Who could she trust? Marcus leaned in, voice low but firm. You're at a crossroads, Evelyn. You can fight to save what you built, or watch it all collapse. She nodded slowly, a flicker of determination lighting her eyes. All right, I want your help. But I need to know everything. Marcus reached into his briefcase and pulled out a thick file. Inside were documents, emails, and spreadsheets, proof that the scandal wasn't just an accident. Someone inside her company had been siphoning funds, manipulating stock prices, and covering their tracks. But the real shock? The trail led closer to Evelyn than she ever imagined. As Evelyn read through the evidence, her phone rang. It was a trusted colleague, her CFO, who had been her right hand for years. I don't know how to say this, the voice trembled, but the board is pushing to remove you as CEO. They believe you're involved. Evelyn's world shattered. Not only was she fighting external forces, but the very people she had trusted were turning against her. Marcus placed a steady hand on her shoulder. You're not alone in this. For the first time in years, Evelyn felt vulnerable. The beggar she once dismissed was now her lifeline. Together, Marcus and Evelyn began piecing the puzzle. Late nights turned into early mornings as they uncovered layers of deceit. The CFO was only a puppet. Someone higher up had orchestrated everything. Evelyn's personal assistant, someone she had considered family, was named in the documents. The betrayal cut deep. Marcus's eyes darkened. This isn't just about money. Someone wanted you out. But why? Evelyn's mind flashed back to a recent business meeting with a rival company. A silent war had been raging and she had been oblivious. Then a call came that changed everything. A mysterious voice on the line said, "I know who's behind this. Meet me tomorrow. Alone." Evelyn debated telling Marcus but decided she needed to face this herself. The next day she met the stranger in a quiet park. It was a former employee, fired months ago under suspicious circumstances. "They want your company because of a new technology you're developing," the stranger revealed. "It's revolutionary and worth billions. If they get it, you lose everything." Evelyn's heart pounded. This was bigger than she thought. Back at the mansion, Evelyn confronted Marcus. "Why didn't you tell me before? How did you know so much?" Marcus hesitated. "Because I've been watching you for years, Evelyn. Not out of spite, but because I never wanted to see you destroyed." He revealed his own story, how after losing everything he'd secretly invested in emerging tech startups, quietly building an empire from nothing. "And now," he said, "I'm giving you a choice, fight with me or fall alone." Evelyn looked Marcus in the eyes. The woman who had once ignored him was now standing shoulder to shoulder with him, united by a cause greater than either of them. "I'm in," she said, voice steady. Together they crafted a plan to expose the traitors, protect the technology and clear Evelyn's name. Just as the pieces fell into place, a shocking message arrived on Evelyn's phone. A photo of Marcus's private jet burning on a remote runway. And a note, "Not everyone can be trusted." Evelyn's blood ran cold. Was Marcus really the ally he claimed to be? Will Evelyn uncover the truth behind the attack on Marcus? Can she save her company and herself from ruin? Or is there a deeper betrayal yet to come? Evelyn stared at the photo of Marcus's jet burning in flames, her heart pounding. Was this a cruel trick? Or a real attack? She had to act fast. Her company was crumbling, the traitors closing in, and Marcus, her only hope, was in danger. She picked up the phone, dialing Marcus's number. No answer. Panic rose, but Evelyn pushed it down. She had to be strong. If Marcus was out there, she'd find him and the truth. What Evelyn didn't know was that Marcus had anticipated this move. The jet fire was a staged diversion, part of a larger scheme to flush out the real mastermind behind the scandal. He had gone off the grid, working undercover to gather proof, knowing that Evelyn needed to stay safe and focused on saving their company. With the pieces coming together, Evelyn and Marcus reunited in a secure location. The tension was thick, but so was their determination. They had traced the conspiracy to a powerful investor on Evelyn's board, someone hungry for control and willing to destroy anyone who stood in their way. It was Evelyn's closest ally, a person she had trusted above all. Confronted with the evidence, the board member lashed out, admitting to the sabotage, the manipulation, and even attempts to frame Evelyn. But the final twist came when Marcus revealed a hidden recording. Proof that this traitor had hired someone to attack him, explaining the jet fire. With the truth exposed, Evelyn's name was cleared. The company was saved, thanks to Marcus's courage and Evelyn's resilience. In a quiet moment, Evelyn turned to Marcus. "Thank you for believing in me, even when I didn't deserve it." Marcus smiled. "We both got a second chance. Maybe this is just the beginning." This story reminds us, everyone deserves a second chance, and sometimes, the people we overlook have the greatest power to change our lives. If you found this story as captivating as I did, please like, subscribe, and share. And tell me in the comments, what would you have done if you were in Evelyn's shoes? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more unbelievable true stories.